Okay, so this is the benefits of semen retention. Number one, clarity of mind, no mental clutter. I can attest to that. Whenever you retain your semen, number one, mental clarity, no mental clutter. Um Very important that you have that you retain your semen. That way, you can retain your mental clarity that God gave you, and you have no mental clutter. So you have a clarity of mind. That's number one. That's huge. Because once you have mental clarity, you start to see things for as they really are, and you have very strong opinionated things, and you start becoming more open-minded to the truth and reality. You start, opening your eyes to reality of things. Number two is better stamina and power in the gym. We went over that. Your testosterone, your muscle growth, all those great things come with it with your semen retention. Very, very important. Absence of depression. Whenever you masturbate, I'm sure you get depressed afterwards. Like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? This is bad for me. I know it's bad for me. And I know the moment you ejaculate, you're like, God damn it, I did it again. I told myself I wasn't going to do it, and I did it. And I battle with that. I used to battle with that. Thank God. But God was a huge part of helping me break free from that curse. It is an absolute curse. Absence of depression, so you're not depressed as much, or not depressed at all. Like, I haven't been depressed since I stopped, honestly. And I wasn't a depressed person before. I never really struggled with depression, but this definitely helped out from my sadness and my, I guess, mild depression. Better short-term memory grasp. You start remembering things. You start thinking of the words better. Whenever you try to, produce a sentence, it helps your vocabulary. You start remembering things better, and you start everything that you're taught, all your vocabulary, your English classes, your pronunciation gets better. Everything gets better. Absence of depression, short-term memory grasp, conversations, sharp and clear mind. That's a common misconception that your balls are going to swell up to the size of golf balls or baseballs. And that would not happen. Your body will release it if it's full. It would not. It actually hurts your balls. It makes them smaller whenever you ejaculate. It makes your balls smaller. It takes away your testosterone. It raises your estrogen. It lowers your energy. You have mental clutter. You have no mental clarity. You have depression. You have all these terrible things. And porn is a demonic, satanic entity that is controlling the minds of young men. That's why this country is in a fallen state. We need to find God. We need to practice his words. And that's why I'm here, guys. I'm here to help you guys. I love you guys. Love you, Crazy Mason. Love you, Dax. And I'm becoming really, really sharp. Honestly, I don't feel like it affects me at all, but I'm going to see. You have to look in. No, it affects you. Even if you don't notice it, it affects you, because sex is sexual energy exchange. That is life force that is leaving your body. God put that in there for a reason. It is for reproduction. It is for procreation. It is reserved specifically for having sex with your wife and to make children. Now, when you get married, you can go crazy in the bedroom. If you're married, go crazy. And sex does not affect you if you're doing it with the right person. It does not affect you as far as lower your testosterone and all those other things. I have the same energy. We have, regular sex. So it is actually very beneficial. It actually raises my energy, raises my testosterone whenever you do with an actual woman, your wife, instead of doing it into a napkin or a tissue. And better short-term memory, grasp, conversation, sharp and clear mind. You be sharp whether you're at work, whether you're at school, especially in the military. It's going to be hard, with no girls around, but you have to stay strong for yourself. Your body's a temple. Take care of your body. Your hair grows thicker. So, you don't lose your hair. Does your body really know the difference between sex and masturbation? Yes, absolutely. Your body does. Because whenever you have sex with with the woman, you are exchanging DNA. Whenever you are making out with the woman, saliva, it is their DNA that goes into you, and your body downloads that information. That person becomes a part of you now. A small, tiny bit. That person's DNA goes into your DNA, and it blends. So So that's why children are so beautiful creatures, because it is the combination of your DNA. And look, you have beautiful babies, you have beautiful kids, and you don't want, your dad looking up and say, "Dad, you jerk off." You know what I mean? Like, it's for losers. Okay, only losers jerk off. And I'm not calling you Dax or a Crazy Mason a loser, but you have to think like that. Whenever you feel the urge, the need to do that, it's I say, I'm not a fucking loser. I don't need this. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let this control me, even if it does for 5 minutes twice a week. It's controlling you. You can use that energy elsewhere, and I promise you, once you start retaining your semen, you will feel better. I guarantee it, or your money back.
I was just going to say that no woman wants a man that has no self-control.
Exactly. And who jerks off to other women. You're jerking off to pixels on a screen. You're a cuck if you do that.
Yeah.
And, you don't want to be mentally weak. Being cool with awkward situations, absolutely. It helps you out in your social life, and you become more talkative. You become more, that's why I started the podcast. And they're making fun of all these 304s because they're all on OnlyFans, and people are fucking paying. They're simps. We're simps. If you're looking at that, you're simps, and you're a cuck because you're watching other people have sex, whether it's a man and a woman or two women. If it's a man and a woman, you're looking at his cock and balls. That's very bad. That's kind of gay. And you are watching pixels on a screen, and you're tricking your brain into thinking that it's, you're tricking your body into thinking that it's having sex. It's not true. It is your hand you are pleasuring yourself with. It is disgusting. And I know for a fact, a lot of men, after they finish, they feel disgusted with themselves. Myself included. I was one of the ones. I felt disgusted. I'm like, what am I doing? And then what do I want to do afterwards? Go take a fucking nap. Go to sleep. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that as a man. I'm way too busy now. Number 7, feeling of being really alive and feeling of having a powerful spirit. It gives you that powerful spirit. It gives you that willpower. You have to, you have to have willpower to say, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. God's watching you. Jerk off. You know what I mean? They talk about Santa Claus. He knows when you're naughty, he knows you're nice. Santa Claus is a fucking lie. He's Satan. But God is watching you while you're doing it. And that's why I thought about doing it in the past, before I stopped, God would run through my mind, and then, the video is about to start. It's crazy. You need to pray on it. Anytime it crosses your mind, pray on it. Anytime you see a girl's ass on Instagram, scroll past it, click not interested, so you don't see it anymore. Have some self-control. Healthier skin, healthier face skin. Guys, look at me. And, like I said, I did it for 19 years. I'm 32 years old. People say I don't look 32. You know what I mean? I don't feel 32. I feel like I'm in my prime. I feel like I have the most energy I've ever had in my life, more than when I was 20 years old. I feel better. Now, back then I was better shape, going to the gym and running around. I was more active back then, right? But I feel more energetic. I feel more mental clarity. I feel more wise. I feel smarter now. I'm doing all these things now. I'm taking care of my body now. Dude, I thought you were like 27. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm 32 years old. I'm going to be 33 in November. And it's because I take care of myself. I exercise. I eat right. And I don't masturbate anymore. And I've only stopped for 5 months, but I feel amazing. And I do not feel the urge to do it at all. Number 9, appreciation and admiration of women's inner and outer beauty. That's a huge one right there. Because a lot of times when you masturbate to women, you're just fantasizing about their outer beauty, and you're not really getting to, you don't know these women. You don't know nothing about these women. And all you care about is the looks. It's very evil and demonic and satanic, and you have these evil spirits. Like I said earlier, we are fighting a spiritual battle every single day. It is, God, is good versus evil. Which side will you be on? Are you going to choose good, or are you going to choose evil? Porn, masturbation, all that stuff is evil. So get that out of your system immediately. It is an impurity. It is a very big impurity, and it will clutter you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It will degrade you. It will eat you alive. Trust me. I struggled with it for 20 years. Number 10, less sleep is needed to feel rested. Easier to get up in the morning. We just talked about that. I sleep like 5 hours a night maybe? And I wake up with no problem at all. I feel great. I feel better than what I did whenever I was 20 years old. It's easier for me to get up. Whenever I was masturbating, not every day, but 3 times a week, 2, 3 times a week, whenever I was doing it, it was hell to get up in the morning. And I was drinking every single night. That didn't fucking help. Masturbating, 2, 3 times a week, sometimes more than 2 or 3 times a week. And it takes a toll on your social life, on your marital life. With me and my wife, when I masturbate, I didn't want to have sex and making excuses. Oh, I'm tired, or this or that, or I don't feel like it, or whatever like that. It's craziness, absolute craziness, and you need to get that out of your system. Nobody should be masturbating. Number 11, better dream recollection. Yeah, you start memorizing your dreams. So and real quick on the dream thing, I started lucid dreaming, which means I'm aware that I'm in my dream, and I have control. Thank you, Grover, for the like, brother. Appreciate the like, brother. I can control what I'm dreaming about, almost like I can control myself in my dream. And it's so, I'm sitting there dreaming, and I'm like, it's like I wake up, but I'm still asleep. And I'm like, holy crap, this is a dream. I can do whatever I want. And I can choose to wake up in my dream. I could choose to snap out of it, but a lot of times I control what happens. I have great dreams, no nightmares, no bad stuff like that. I pray right before I go to sleep. God, protect me, protect my family, help me on the spiritual journey. And I have great dreams now, guys. Lucid dreams. I wake up full of energy, full of life, no fatigue, no mental clutter, or no mental, no mental distractions throughout the day. And that's how I became, not to toot my own horn or anything. That's how I started learning a lot more stuff and becoming better and smarter in a lot of different topics. And people tell me all the time, man, how'd you get like what happened? And I just, I use it to, this is one of my main things is semen retention, no more masturbation for me. Better dream recollection. Number 12, urge to expand your mind. Yeah, I have a longing. I love to learn. I love to read. I love to watch. I love to watch videos and documentaries and listen to podcasts and audiobooks. And I listen to a lot of Jesse Lee Peterson. Check out JOP. I called into his radio show a few weeks ago. Love Jesse Lee Peterson. He's everything I love. But he's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And he helps me out. Whenever I'm feeling like, bored or lonely. Well, I never get bored because I'm always on my either I'm working or spending time with the family or doing a podcast. When I'm on my phone, I do it for research purposes, and Grover can attest to this. I'm sharing ideas on Facebook for interactions, for engagement. A lot of them are positive and motivational. I try to be as positive and motivational as I can. I try to help out as many people as I can, men and women. Not just men because I am a man, but I can relate to more men. I can help out a man more than I can help out a woman. And I think she is a perfect female counterpart, and she can help out women, on the podcast. And,
They don't like what I have to say very much.
Exactly, because you're not a feminist, right? And number 13, increased energy and testosterone levels after just 1 week without fapping or sex, ejaculating. Dax, are you still with me, Dax? Your brain raises testosterone levels by up to 45% after just 1 week. Your brain raises testosterone levels up to 45%. I am. Thank you, Dax. Thank you, Dax. You're just listening. He's just dialed in listening. Take notes, brother. Take a screenshot if you want to of this. Keep it on your phone. It is the benefits of semen retention.